Okay, start recording. This is Linux, Operation 56, debriefing. Alright guys, we got a lot of shit to get through, so let's get started. EPS, where do we stand? I think I should start by saying we received orders from Director Galloway, the guy you threw out of an airplane, to wait here for his arrival. We've just left port. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Moving on. So, the world knows that we're not alone. Our cover is blown. The Decepticons landed all over the place. The United Nations is screaming for answers. I will address the United Nations in 3 days, after we get more information on what has happened. Alright, that solves that. However, we got another problem with the Egyptians. They're threatening to declare war on us since they believe we just blew up one of their pyramids. Well, technically, wasn't it theirs first? Don't worry about the Egyptians. We'll handle them. I'm Agent Menace with Sector 1. Whoa, boobies. It's an honor to finally meet you, Optimus Prime. I regret not being able to meet with you in New York, but thank you for sending RC and her sisters. Wait, hold on. There is no Sector 1. Who are you? How did you get in contact with the Autobots without me knowing? I'm sorry, gentlemen. I think a little background is in order. So I'll just start at the beginning. From the records that have survived, Sector 1 was established about 5,000 years ago by someone referred to as the Protector, and we built the first pyramid. Its objective was to watch the skies and protect the pyramid from all harm. Over thousands of years, new sectors were set up all over the world with the same goal of watching the sky. Sector 1 has always had agents placed in key positions in all the major governments. The Chinese Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Romans, the British. We believe the first invader, what we now know as a seeker, came about 3,000 years ago. Over the centuries, the Protector and the sectors fought these seekers, these invaders, which were written down historically as dragons, monsters, sea serpents. Nice boobies. About 2,000 years ago, the Protector left for what was then the New World to set up the new sectors. Sector 7 was North America, and Sector 8 was South America. However, communication was very slow, and about 1,500 years ago, all communication between the New World and Sector 1 stopped. Well, you have to admit, she does have nice boobies. Without the leadership of the Protector, lots of the ties between the sectors broke down. Lots of the records were lost. But fortunately, about 200 years ago, we received credible reports of a giant ice monster. An expedition was sent north, and in 1897, Megatron was found. Soon after, Sector 7 was founded. Again. Could I maybe touch your boobies a little bit? Simmons, the Sector 7 you worked for was not the same Sector 7 we set up. The head of Sector 7, Salazar, went rogue and broke ties with the other sectors. After Sector 7 was dissolved, our agents were able to regain control. However, it seems someone made off with the files we needed to answer many questions. Project Black Knife. So, if I understood correctly, you're saying that Sector 1 has been hunting and shutting down seekers for 3,000 years? How's that possible? Exactly. So we now believe they must have had help. It was prophesied by the Protector that the Fallen would return, and at that time, the human race should stand united behind the Protector. Not until Shanghai were we sure that you were the ones to stand against the fallen. And after talking with RC, we believe the Protector might have been an Autobot. I'm sure she must have told you. Unfortunately, no. She never got the chance. That was the day I died. We split up into 2 teams. One went to Philadelphia to help Sam. RC and her sisters went to New York to meet with you. I'm sorry, but we were the first to arrive on this planet. The Protector could not have been an Autobot. But if he knew about Seekers and the Harvester, he must have been in the first generation of Cybertronians. Optimus, RC said you were an archaeologist on Cybertron. Can you shed any more light on the past? I'm afraid I can't. When I came online, Cybertron was being run mostly by those who would later become the Decepticons. Cybertron was at war with a race who was after the Allspark. Most of the training we received was military, and that means lots of our history was lost. The stories of the Primes were only myths and legends, but now we regard them as true. What are you doing? Nothing. So, if we want to know the true history, we either have to speak with the Seeker or someone who was there when this Harvester came to Earth. Looking back on it now, it was stupid, but we went after the Seeker with Sam. And lucky for us, it turned out to be Jetfire. And he was able to translate all the symbols in Sam's head, which he got from touching the small sliver of the Allspark. It seems Sam inherited Archibald Witwicky's ability to absorb alien technology. Would it be possible to take a look at that sliver? How is Sam now? Where is he? He's fine. He's on the flight deck, getting ready to leave with his parents. I'll go say goodbye to him after this meeting. The sliver is back at base. Wheelie picked it up after they met Jetfire. Alright then, let's swing by my place, pick up the Project Black Knife files, and then go back to the Autobot's base. We can take a closer look at that sliver and see if we can make any sense out of it. The site we're going to in the Mediterranean should also provide us with some answers. Alright, that sounds like a plan. Let's get moving. Operation 56, debrief complete. Stop recording. Optimus, this is Jolt. I've recalibrated the ship's sensors and we've arrived at the coordinates. However, it looks like it's being cloaked. If we go down there, we will be out of communication with the ship until we resurface. Understood. Prepare our pyramid friends for the journey down. The sooner we go down, the sooner we come back up. Don't worry, we'll be back in about 3 or 4 hours. Go! Cover the south gate! Hurry! Prowl! To Optimus Prime! Prowl! To Optimus Prime, this is Prowl in Sector 4, China. Need to speak with Optimus Prime. Nest team, please copy. We are under attack from the Decepticons. Megatron is attacking the China base. He's going after the downed Decepticons. Need reinforcements. Hurry. Nest team, please copy. Be advised, Megatron is going after downed Decepticons. Recommend you triple your guard.